Welcome back into Friday Night Live. The show rolls on as we make a long trek over to the other side of the river. Jack, if there's anything that we love more than a good rivalry, it's a good rivalry trophy.
You can't ever go wrong with a fun rivalry trophy. And it's one of the best is on the line tonight. The Barnesville Trojans hosting Holly in the annual Battle for Lee's Paddle.
We love a paddle on the line.
Now, both teams are striving for greatness, but it's Barnesville showing off their major-ness. That's the running back starting off things for us 29 yards out. I didn't write that, by the way. They would get the two-point conversion, making it 8-0. And after forcing a punt, guess who? It's Major Ness again on the first play of the possession, this time for 50 yards. He would get very familiar with the end zone all game long.
Second quarter now, it's Nuggets quarterback Noah Nelson. He's going to drop back to pass coming up here. Now, this one's going to fall into the wrong hands. And, Jack, you're never going to guess who picks this one off.
Who picked it off?
It's Major Ness. He strikes again. This time he's going to take this pick all the way to the house. His second pick of the first half. He had 4 total touchdowns of that half. 2 rushing, a receiving one, and this pick 6. And that's going to help keep the paddle in Barnesville for the 5th straight year. 54-6, the final.
Moving a little closer to home now, the Moorhead Spuds in action at home for the first time since their season opener. The 2-1 Spuds hosting the top team in their section, the Brainerd Warriors. Now, the game ball being presented today by Connor Erickson, a Brainerd player returning to the same field that he suffered a devastating brain injury on last year. Just a year after collapsing on the field, regained the ability to walk, eyeing a return to the field, too. Heck of a guy. Now into the first quarter, Brainerd looking to open up the scoring on their first drive. Eli Holes moving around in the pocket. Spuds pounce on it, shutting down that Warrior drive.
A good old scoop there. You love to see it. Moorhead looking to capitalize on that turnover now. Jet Feeney, quick pass to DJ Smith, outruns one man, makes another miss, and then drags 2 more defenders onto the painted turf. The Spuds jumping out to a 7-0 lead. Would not be denied on that one. It's not going to take Brainerd long to even things up, though. They're all the way down to the goal line on their very next drive. Handoff to Sean Holbrook as the Pyro goes off behind him and bullies his way in. We are tied at 7. This one's going to stay tight all the way through. The Warriors taking it, though, 28-20. And let's head deeper into Minnesota. The DGF Rebels hosting the 3-0 Morris area Tigers. The Rebs already up 21-7 here in the second quarter. They're not slowing down. Handoff to Brody Friend on the counter. He has quite the opening up front. I could have run through that. One man to beat all the way to the end zone. He's going to win that foot race. I wouldn't have made it that far, though. The Rebs jumping ahead 28-7.
He's got a friend in his offensive lineman on that one.
Yeah, he does.
They have a chance to immediately add to the lead here. After a fumble on the return, they take over deep in Tiger territory. 4th and goal. Run is stuffed. Big stop for the Tigers, gives them the ball right back. But after a Morris area 3 and out, Rebs go right back to work. Caleb Johnson dropping back to pass, floats it over the middle of the field, and he's got a man wide open. Nobody within 10 yards of Nick Wall. The Rebels 35-7 lead. DGF stays up in the second half, only adding 7, so they win it 42-7 to move to 3-1 on the season.
Stick around. We're going to close things out with a 3A battle, a state championship rematch coming up after this.